Hi guys, it's Amy. This is my channel PS I Love Books, and today it is Thrillerathon. I'm so excited about this readathon. It's the only readathon that I've ever taken part in. This will be round 3 for me. I normally just pick just a couple of thrillers. As I've said before, thrillers and crime books are my favourite genre, so I've always got lots and lots on my list. But I thought that being as I now have my channel, I would go through all of the prompts. There's 9 prompts, and just pick a book for each one and share with you my ideas, maybe give you some recommendations if you guys are taking part. Sorry, that's Archie playing. I'm sure you're all aware Thrillerathon is being run from today, which is Monday the 19th of August, through until I think it's Monday next week, so Monday the 26th of August. I'm going to run it from now until the end of August because, well, why not? It's hosted by Harriet Rosie Reads. I'm sure you all know, love and watch all of her videos, as do I. I believe she has some co-hosts this time, which is really exciting. So do pop on over to her channel, Harriet Rosie Reads, for the official announcement video and lots of TBRs and exciting things like that. But yeah, I thought I'd just go through, as I said, I've gone through all of the prompts. There's no way I'm going to read. There's 9 prompts and I've got 8 books for them because one of them is a cheeky one and it covers 2 prompts. But there's 2 on here that I definitely want to get to over the next couple of weeks. So I'll go through the prompts, show you the books that I've picked that I would read for each prompt, and then tell you which ones I'm gonna actually read. So the first prompt, now I haven't got notes, so I'm just going off memory, so please bear with me. The first prompt is the oldest thriller on your TBR. And for that prompt I have picked I See You by Claire Mackintosh. Now, I went to the library on Friday or Saturday and got this out especially for Thrillerathon. I have been dying to read this book for so long. I've read Claire Mackintosh's Let Me Lie and I Let You Go and loved both of them, so I really wanted to read this one. So this is the oldest one that's on my TBR, but it is a library copy, so it's a little bit shiny. Yeah, so this is my oldest one. Second prompt is an author that you've read before. So last year, I think it was last year, I read The Dry by Jane Harper, and the book I've picked for this prompt is Force of Nature by Jane Harper, which I believe is sort of with the same character. So it's the detective Aaron Falk. Is that right? Yes, Aaron Falk is in this one, yes, because I think her 3rd book is like a standalone, but this one carries on with Aaron Falk, who we met in The Dry, set in, I believe, in Australia again. Very atmospheric, really good twists and turns. Really enjoyed The Dry, would definitely recommend. So this is the one that I would go for a thriller that I've read before. Really enjoyed her first book, so I'm very excited to get to this one. The 3rd prompt is a thriller book with a trope in that you love. Now, let me grab it. The trope that I love is, and it's a bit weird, so I don't know if people will agree with me or not, but I like thrillers that are set somewhere that I know, because I think it just adds to the suspense, and you're like, oh, I know where that is and I can really imagine it in my head, and that's something that I like. I think it just makes it even more spooky and scary, and it just adds that little bit of, oh my goodness, I can literally picture that happening in that street and I've walked down that park and things like that. So for that I have picked Cambridge Blue by Alison Bruce. Now I've got the first 3 by Alison Bruce, which is this series, and I haven't read any of them. This is the first one. I lived in Cambridge for 2 years, a few years ago now, and I loved it there. It's such a beautiful place. The people are so nice. It is so warm there all the time, which I love. And this is set in Cambridge, so I'm hoping that I will know some of the place that they talk about. I think Midsummer Common, I know where that is. I went to a firework display there, so I know that I'll be able to picture that. There we go. Archie's got my bag of little pocket tissues. And now he wants me to play. Oi! So yes, Cambridge Blue, this is one that I'm very excited about. The next prompt is a book that your author loves, or that your hosts love, or an author that your hosts love. And I know I've seen lots of people going for this author on Instagram with the hashtag Thrillerathon. But I picked this up recently in a charity shop. I've never read anything by this author before. I'm a little bit scared because I am told it can be quite gruesome. And although I love thrillers and crime books, I get a little bit squeamish is probably the right word. But for this one, I've picked one of Harriet Rosie's favourite authors, and that's Karin Slaughter. And this is The Good Daughter. Saw this in a charity shop and picked it up. It's about a daughter and her mum. Oh no, something happens, and then 28 years later, something else happens. Ooh, I'm even more intrigued now because I don't know anything about it. So that's exciting. So for that prompt, I would pick this one here in honour of the lovely Harriet Rosie. Next prompt is my most anticipated read. And for that, I'm going to pick Lisa Jewell's Watching You. The reason I picked this as my most anticipated read is because I have heard nothing but great things about Lisa Jewell, and I've never read any of her books. A new colleague at work actually brought in a few books for me to look at a few weeks ago, and this was amongst them. So I asked if I could borrow it, and she very kindly said yes. The tagline says, "You think you're safe, but what if someone is watching you?" So this sounds really intriguing, very suspenseful, chilling. Yeah, really excited about this. As I say, I've heard nothing but good things about this author, so very excited to get to this one. The next trope is a new to you author, and I saw this book in a charity shop, and the reason I picked it up was purely because of the title. It is The Snowman by Jo Nesbo. Now, I love snowmen. At Christmas, all of my decorations are snowmen. I absolutely love them. I don't know why. I think it's just because they're all fat and cute, and I just love them. So I picked this book up purely because of the title. Never heard of the author before, and then over the last couple of days I've seen so much about this author because they have a new book out called The Knife, I think it is. I saw it in hardback in one of the shops, and this is it's about a certain Harry, his name is Harry Hole is the detective, and there's lots of books, so I don't think this is the first in the series, and I'm not sure if I can read it as a standalone, so if anybody knows, if you could comment and let me know, that would be very, very much appreciated. But yeah, very intrigued with the title. As I say, got a new book out, so it could be a new author that I really like, fingers crossed. Yeah, it looks very like atmospheric and cold and chilling, so all good things. So yeah, that's a new author to me. The next one is your newest thriller, or the newest thriller on your TBR, and again I got this from a charity shop, and that is Snap by Belinda Bauer. Now, I saw lots about this on BookTube. I think it must have been like last year. I remember Simon from Simon Savage Reads saying that he'd read it, and I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I thought it's a thriller. Apparently she's a really good author, so I thought I'd give it a go, so I picked that up. So this is somebody who is new to me again, but this is my most recent purchase of a thriller book, which I got just the other day. And the final two prompts are the shortest thriller on your TBR and the one with the creepiest cover. And for those two prompts, I've picked this book because it just, I'll show you. Look at that. That cool skull. So this is Silent Witness by Nigel McCrery. Now, I've seen the TV series Silent Witness on BBC, thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't watch much telly, but I do love all detective shows, so I do really enjoy Silent Witness. And silly of me, but I didn't realise that they were based on books. So when I saw this in the charity shop, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to get it. It's only, I looked earlier, it's about 253 pages. It's quite, the font is quite small and right to the top and bottom of the page, so it gets a lot in there, but it is the shortest one that's on my list. And it does have the creepiest cover out of all of the ones that I've got, with that sort of X-ray of a skeleton. So that's the one that I would pick for those two prompts. Now, the books that I'm actually going to read, because as I said, not a quick reader, although I've given myself 2 weeks, I'm still not going to be able to read 8 books, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I'm not going to. So the books that I really want to get to are Watching You by Lisa Jewell and I See You by Claire Mackintosh. As I said, I got this from the library purely for Thrillerathon, so this is going to be the one that I start tonight. And then my friend at work has kindly let me read this, so I need to give it back. So I'm going to give that one a go as well. If I do finish those, oh, they all look so good. I do really want to read Force of Nature by Jane Harper. I wanted to read it last month, didn't get to it, so that is a big possibility. I really want to read Karin Slaughter, but I am a bit scared because I've heard that, as I said, it's quite gruesome sometimes, and I don't know whether I would be brave enough. I live on my own, so we'll see how it goes, but yeah. And possibly this one, because I miss Cambridge so much. So hopefully this will bring back memories, but with obviously like a thrilling twist. So that's also a possibility. So that is my TBR / all the prompts challenge for Thrillerathon this month. As I said, I'm going to do it up until the end of August. Are you guys taking part? Do you like thrillers? Some people don't like them, a little bit scary. As I've said, they are my favourite genre to read. I love a good crime book, good thriller with a detective, especially somewhere that I know, as I've said. Lots of killings and all of it, and the whodunit, and then the twists at the end. So really hoping to get some good reads done. Haven't read a thriller in a while, so this has come at the perfect time for me. So yeah, very much look forward. I mean, how cute. Archie! Right, so we're going to go. I'm going to go drink my tea and get started on I See You. And hopefully I will see you all very soon. Bye!